All right, let's see if I am hoping that this is going live. All right, gorgeous ones. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. If you're watching on any of these platforms and you can see me, please say hello and you're joining live. Let me know you're live, hashtag live. And if you're on the replay, please say hello, hashtag replay. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to feel into your energy. That would be amazing. And let me know where you're calling in from, where you're joining me from. That will be sensational. All right. All right. So if you're just joining me, please let me know. Hashtag live. If you're calling in from all around the world, wherever you are, let me know. Let me know where you're calling in from, where you're joining me from. I'd love to say hello to you and connect with you energetically as well. So today's live is very impromptu. I didn't expect to come in, but there are some things I really wanted to share that is dropping in really powerfully. So bear with me as I make sure the tech part is all good and then we can dive right in. All right. So let me know if you can hear me. Let me know all good, thumbs up, give me a heart, give me a love, anything that's good for you. I'll be so appreciative for your beautiful response or reaction just to know that I'm actually streaming. So let me just give me a moment. I'm just gonna check if all is good. All right. Okay, perfect. I believe that I am all good. All right, darling ones. So today is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a short one, but I hope that it's going to be a concise and clear message that will come through. First things first, I am so happy and so grateful for all the things that are really unfolding right here, right now, in the mentorship spaces that I'm holding with different clients, accelerating and also deepening in such a fashion that is allowing us to rise in a way that's very stabilized. We're clearing a lot of the fight flight response through deepening into the vortex of stillness and allowing ourselves to really come from an embodied place. And so today's message is really, I wanted to share a little bit more about what's going on in the world right now energetically. Because we are literally moving towards the solstice. Whether you're in the southern or northern hemisphere, we are going to move into the solstice. And as we move closer in the northern hemisphere, we are moving towards the darkest time of the year. And what I want to experience, well, I've experienced this, and I want to share that experience with you and allow you to also feel into how potent it is right now for all of us. There is no exception for the times that we are living in. And we are being given such a high level of light at this time. The light quotient, it's infinitely, extraordinarily more than any time of the year. And we have access to this most brilliant light on earth right now. And this is the time, really, right now is the moment when we can allow ourselves to come into a space very consciously to cultivate that vortex of stillness so that we can have access to this light any time of the year. And so we'll be going deep into this. We'll be doing some really beautiful activations. I'll be taking you through this and guiding you through this, and we'll do tremendous work, I would call it, with that light. in our free masterclass. Yes, it's a free 2 day masterclass called Beyond the Veil. And for those who really want to go deep with me, you are so welcome to join in a Telegram pop-up group that I have created just for this masterclass. It's going to be a 5 day VIP circle for £333, and you can have access to me, live mentorships throughout the 5 days, to allow yourself to really cultivate that beautiful vortex of stillness. If you've never done this work with me before, this is an excellent place to start, because you can really begin to build that foundation where stillness reigns so supremely embodied and anchored in. And you start to build that foundation so that when you rise, which you will inevitably do, when you rise, and you have more access to your own deep inner truth, and you allow and you learn how to allow that deep truth to be expressed, to rise up no impediment in between, to just come through without interference, then you're primed and you're really set for mastery. And 2024 is a year of the infinite, and we are all being supported in a huge way. The question is, are you choosing to see the light? Are you choosing to allow that light? Because it is very easy for us to fall into the unconscious ways of just allowing the light to flow, but not knowing, not giving it a sense of intention or direction. Yeah, so it is important for us to really rise into that. And I want to also share, before we dive deeper into this, is that we're going to go deep into this, and in the activations that I lead, my intention is really to allow you to bring the light down, to infuse that light in every cellular structure, every sacred bone, down to what I call your chakra, your chakra 10, which is your destiny, is related to your destiny here on earth, and it's a reflection of your chakra 8 and 9 above, which is your north star and your soul star above. So we dive deep into this. We are going to work with your ascension body as well within the container, and this is something I do very extensively in all my mentorships. And in Beyond the Veil, I specifically am going to go really deep into what exactly we are. You know, we are light. We are literally light pouring into this vessel. This physical body is a vessel. And so we are that light. We are that light that everyone is seeking for, that light, but that light is who you are. And it's not something you just intellectually understand. You get to embody that. And when you embody that light, you become that which is not separate from source, that which is at one with the divine, that which is at one with what I call the Tao. And when we talk about the darkest time of the year, which is the winter solstice that's coming up, we are looking at literally the edge of our consciousness. We are being invited to really go deep and allow the higher state of consciousness to rise up. Now, I'm very conscious of speaking in this way because there is no doubt that you can raise your vibrational frequency. You can raise your consciousness in a huge and power, like, you know, a way that's like plowing through. Like you're plowing through to get through to your third eye, your crown, and you're plowing through to get that opened. There is no question that you can. You absolutely can. And especially at this time of the year, I want to share this because it's so important that you know this. A lot of women, and I'm hearing this a lot right now in my mentorship spaces and also in my mastermind spaces as well, there is a real sense of opening, opening to the divine. Like there, the veil is so thin, there's something happening here. There's like, I can hear my spirit speaking to me so much potently. I can feel Mary Magdalene moving through me. I like, for myself as well, I was experiencing a deeper sense to my meditations. I was, some of you may know this, I was in the Shaolin temples a couple of weeks ago, and I experienced a profound opening. And that opening, first and foremost, took me to a very deep and dark place. It was just such a dark, almost like you're underneath earth. That was exactly how it felt like. It was like a deepening into the core of Mother Earth. And when I was in that space, I was afraid. I was absolutely terrified. And I kept pulling myself back, like back to the body, because I didn't want to go so deep. This is the truth. But what I am going to share with you that allowed me to awaken to a higher state of consciousness was the willingness to surrender to that darkness. And I was taken so deep. And I realized that I was going deep into the roots, going deep into the core, going deep into a space where I had to go first to recognize that that is the root of my being. And as I root in, I was able to rise even higher without being swayed and floated out without a base. Because what is the point of ascension when we can't allow that to be expressed here on this planet? And I'm all about bringing that in. I want you to embody your light. And this time that we're here right now is absolutely here to support us. This is a time of a planetary alignment that is occurring. Hello, Nina, beautiful. There's a planetary alignment right now where a lot of the indigenous cultures are calling the holy days. And this is a time when a planetary alignment is occurring in such a fashion that's allowing more direct cosmic energy and cosmic light to literally bombard this planet. It's a direct bombardment. And when this is happening, I want you to realize this is that we are on an axis and we are rotating and moving around our sun. And when we're doing this movement, we're actually spiraling. And as we are spiraling, yeah, the entire planet is being impacted because of other spiraling, other rotations of other galaxies that we're in. So there are different systems at play. There are different star systems at play here. And as we are in that spiraling fashion, other galaxies are in an even larger spin. And in that rotation, what happens is that this time it's just such a divine alignment where the constellations are set in a certain point so that we are being allowed to receive more light more easily, more abundantly. And that means we can really access our consciousness in a more direct fashion. And we're talking about that I am presence. Oh, thank you, Nina. It's nice to meet you and see you here as well. Ah! So I want you to know that first and foremost, and we are going to go deep into that in the free masterclass Beyond the Veil. And I want you to, and it was something that was really important and close to my heart to share in a free masterclass, and also provide a deepening level, a VIP circle, so that I want you to know That yes, you can drive your way, like you can force your way through to enlightenment, to open your third eye, to crack open your consciousness. But I'm interested in your embodiment. I want you to embody your I am presence. There is such a powerful vibrational collaboration here that you're being invited into right now. And that embodiment comes from really understanding that the darkness is not something to fear. And the darkness is the gateway. It is the gateway to your deepening, to really come to access your inner truth, the core of who you are. And I'm speaking in this way because we are going to go into how you're literally pouring in. And this time of the year, you're being offered that vibrational frequency that is very easy to slip all the way in through the density of this physical realm here to embody your divinity. And that divinity, it's it's a frequency standard that I unapologetically own and embody. It is so vital as a multidimensional woman who's here to lead, who's here to create impact, to remember that you are the creative life force, that you are the creator, that you are the one, that you are the one. You're not separate from that. You are the light. And yes, there are so much support being given to us now. And the question is, are you going to choose to be supported? Because it's so easy for us to get really swallowed up in what we call the ascension symptoms and feel that it is way too painful to bear. And when we see amazing results or outcomes or things that are happening for others, it's also available for you. If it's not happening yet, it's merely because you have some sort of illusion of separation between you and that which you wish to have, that you wish to embody. And oftentimes, it is the yin aspect that we want to come into. In Tao Te Ching, there is a passage that says, Yang arises from yin. Yang always arises from yin. And I'm going to go deeper into this inside the masterclass, where how can we cultivate this deep embodied sense of no preference for yin or yang? How can we come into balance? How can we come into harmony? To feel that we're safe enough now to share our magic fully. Because I have been there myself. This is something I work through diligently. The holding back aspect of women. We have been conditioned to hold back our magic. We've been conditioned to believe that there is not enough to go around. And so we have to not give too much of ourselves, or that if we shine, then someone else can't shine. And so we need to hide aspects of ourselves. Or we can't speak our truth because then we're bitchy or we're bossy or whatever it is. And so we want to really embrace and release these things so that what I call the illusion of separation can finally be taken out of your system, so that the fight flight response, as we call it, is out of your system, and you can fully allow yourself to access the core of your truth, which is you are light, you are the source, you are the divine. You are divine royalty, as my beautiful mentor would call it. You are divine royalty in human form. And if we when we say things like, oh no, I'm not enough, or no, this can't happen for me, or oh my gosh, everything is against me, this is a block, then we are creating a vibration of frequency that is not a match to this high frequency light that is streaming into the planet at this time. This is why I'm so passionate about running beyond the veil and inviting all of you in, because I want you to fully take advantage of the light that we are being given right now and really be the energetic match for this high frequency. And this frequency can be embodied and it will go further with you beyond the time when the light is streaming in. This light has been streaming in since around Thanksgiving, November 28th, and it will continue to stream in until January 21st. And so my intention is really for you to come into a place of harmony. We can ascend, there's no question of it, but I want you to ascend in consciousness in such an embodied way. I want you to root in so deep. And when you come up against some of the things that feel really gnarly in you, and I say that gnarly because sometimes that's how it feels like, just like my experience in the temple. I saw soil, like dark earth, like dank caves, like really, I was like, oh, oof, oh gosh, what is this? And I remember being so afraid, and I went up to my master and I asked him, I told him what I saw, and he said, go deeper. Don't be afraid. And I'm going to say that to you right now. You won't fail. You won't fall. Don't be afraid of falling. Don't be afraid of failing, because everything is just an illusion. The only truth is love. The only truth is love. And so, can you fully open up yourself to this presence? And if you feel that this is really something you want to dive into, that you want support with, come on into the masterclass. Because this is my consciousness now. I am absolutely here to infiltrate the high energy, the high level of energy that I have awakened to into every fiber of my being. I want to infiltrate that into you as well. I want you to feel it in your physical body. I want you to feel it. I don't just want you to understand it or see it in a vision and then come out of the meditation and that was it. I want you to be expressed in it. I want you to have that abundance be expressed in the physical realm. And this is why I said in a post yesterday that I shared, the next level of a wealthy, worthy woman is the divine sacred woman. Because wealth is not a problem. Self-worth is not a problem. You get to harness that. You get to even drive and force your way into that. But being divine, being sacred, means that you know you can be in a total state of surrender. And this is the key. You can't force your way into higher states of consciousness. You've got to be able to surrender. And when you surrender, the gates open. And we are all stargates. We are meant to allow the wisdom of the cosmos to stream right through us. And every moment as my clients walk, as I was saying at the beginning, like I'm so grateful because I get to witness the way they are transforming and embodying and infusing deeply this powerful cosmic energy into every layer of their being. It's like literally, it's like we go into every circumstance and the circumstance can change, very easily. An example I can share with you is that, we're coming up in this coaching industry into different changing aspects of the landscape. And I don't even know if I'm part of the coaching industry because what I do is so ceremonial and so spiritual and so embodied in the light. But what I'm seeing in a lot of beautiful women who are leaders and coaches and mentors and guides is that there's this questioning, the questioning of their own power, questioning of what they are here to do, questioning of the opening. They can sense their higher consciousness coming in, but they're resisting it. They're afraid. They don't know what to do. And if this is who you are and what's happening for you, I really want you to know this. The consciousness is inevitably going to blast out of this world. You're going to arise to higher states of dimensions. And I want you to bring that here into this dimension. This is my work to embody that and be successful in these bodies, to live in these bodies and have the most extraordinary health and have the most extraordinary wealth and be able to experience love and not be afraid of that. You know, for the ones who are joining me in the masterclass, this is the question I want you to answer and share with me. What is the thing that you're afraid to feel? What is the emotion or whatever it is that you're afraid to feel right now? Because that is the key to go deeper. I'm interested in taking you deeper because the deeper we go, and there is so much to this depth, the deeper you can go, the more fully you can embody all aspects of your consciousness. It isn't about just tapping in and tapping out. It's like you're walking as that. And again, the only one who's really here is you. So all the things you desire, the things you see in others and you want, and the things that you don't want, even all aspects that you're observing and you're experiencing, it's a reflection of your inner state. And so intention is important. And so I'm going to go deep into this in the masterclass where I will take you through an activation where you get to open up your channels and start to allow your energy to flow. Because if your energy is not flowing, if your channels are in resistance, or they're in some aspects like disbelief or anything that is not allowing the energy to flow, then it is very, very, very challenging. It looks like everything is challenging, when in actual fact, what you're experiencing is actually leading to you to have a more felt sense of who you really are. So we're releasing the numbing, we're releasing the addiction to avoidance, we're releasing the need to fight, to control. We're absolutely releasing all of that. Because on the other side there is so much beauty, there is so much sacred luxury. And I'm speaking about that because I truly know, I feel this in my bones, that we are all meant to live as the sacred. And that luxury to be at one with the divine, to have spaciousness, to allow yourself to grow, to expand, and have the wealth that is not just based in money. And I'm saying that because money is a byproduct of who you are. End of story. It can be brought into your world, all the physical things you desire, to an extent. But whether you are happy, whether you're joyful doing that, is a whole other story. And life as a divine, the divine who desires to be expressed through you, it's meant to be joyful, it's meant to be radiant, it's meant to be wealthy AF, and certainly endlessly abundant. So inside the masterclass, I'm going to show you how we can commune with your own North Star. And I'm going to share with you how you can really feel into your own body where your consciousness desires to land right now. And this is important because when we drive things, when we're not allowing our intuition to speak, we're not allowing our soul to speak, the mind cannot experience the awakening. And that means that it can never fully be embodied because the mind is missing in the game. So you may feel the Christed consciousness, the Buddhic consciousness coming up, but if you're driving it and you're like, I needed to get there, I need to get up here, wherever it is, and I need to get all the light in, without the mind softening, without you loving the mind into it, then that euphoric experience is going to be short lived. Okay? I just, I'm so passionate about this. Oh, I just saw your comment, Kawa. Neri. Thank you, sister. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Please let me know if I'm not. But thank you. And I hope that this is a prelude that will really set you into a place of, hmm, maybe like wonderment, maybe curiosity. And if you feel my frequency, if you feel like, oh my gosh, this woman can really support me on my journey, I invite you to come into the masterclass. It's absolutely free to join. And for the ones who want to upgrade to the VIP circle, you can absolutely do that. But what I really want you to understand is that right now, in this moment, the mystics are being asked to really fully engage in the tapestry of life. We are the ones who carry the cellular memories. Like, you may not even remember this, but it trembles in your cellular memories, it trembles in your bones. The memory of us as women, the medicine women, the priestesses who had to flee the temples that were burned down, and the medicine women who had to go into hiding. We have those trembling in our cellular memories. And it's time for us to release this once and for all, because it is all available for us right now. And we are here to help humanity to ascend. We have to come out of hiding. We have to come out of hiding. It's time. And it is really important, I'm going to just say this, for us to not be distracted by the physical things in the world. And what I mean is that there are certain aspects that are going to feel like they are going to be the thing that is going to help us to rise. Hello, Becky. You know, we're talking about intelligence. We're talking about intelligence that is advanced in the modern world. These things are here to support us, they're not meant to overpower us. And so, as a priestess of light, you have these powerful advanced technology, as my master would call it, set in your memories. It's deep within you. You have to remember that. You have to allow yourself to remember that. You are the light. There is nothing that is truer than the truth of who you are, which is love. You are made of the God stuff. You are made of the divine. It's the one and the same. And the more you can cut down the illusion of separation, the more you are able to allow all of these higher levels of frequency to land here. This is the core of my work, because I don't want you to just have those consciousness and you're floating out in the world and you just want to leave this planet. You don't want to be here. That's not the name of the game with me. I'm always upping my game. That's how I live. I know I am limitless. And if it means scaling the mountains, if it means going in a state that's too fucking uncomfortable, I will do that because I want to push the boat out, but I won't push the boat out when there's a raging storm out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? We cannot force the river to flow in the direction that we intend to go when there's a raging storm. When there is a raging storm, we're here to build that foundation of what I call the vortex of stillness so that we can stand steady, stabilized, still, fully supported, knowing we are fully supported. Not out there in chaotic flurry, not out there being dictated by the circumstance that we're in. I want you to be in full harmony no matter what the circumstances, because the truth of the matter is the circumstance will always change. Your form will always change. Your body is always changing. The circumstance will always change. Your consciousness is always changing. You know, there's a saying in tea, ichigo ichie, one chance, one encounter. Every time you walk in through the door to my tea room, it's a different person who walked out. Because we are changing always. We're never the same person. But if you stagnate and you choose to stagnate, no wonder you feel like there's nothing moving in your life. No wonder. And they call it taking a risk, but it isn't taking a risk because this is creative force. This is what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be creating all the time. And we create from that stillness. So as we go into the darkest time of the year, I want to support you in really learning how to hold space for yourself when you go deep into the gnarly dark caverns, because in the dark caves, that's where the gems are, that's where the crystals are, that's where the light is. And this is a fire that burns, that rises from the depth. It's not something that just rages. It's steady. It's like a blue flame that rises if you turn on like a gas stove, like that blue flame that's so steady, that doesn't waver in the wind. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I want you to embody. And you absolutely can. It's within you. It's within you to embody that because you are that light. And everything you desire is not separate from you. Whatever you're creating right now is a match to your energy. That's all. So you are so invited to join the Beyond the Veil Masterclass. As a multidimensional woman, I'm here to support you. I'm here to walk with you, power to power. I see your power. I see you as that light. And I'm calling you forward. I'm calling you out because it is time. We're not hiding anymore. We're not going to be controlled by aspects in your circumstance that is showing you that, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? We're not falling for that anymore. We're not falling for that anymore. Because if you truly embody the truth, hello, if you truly embody the truth that you are energy, you are the light, you are the divine, you are source, you are Tao. You embody the energy of oneness, unity, consciousness. And it's so possible, my love. It is here already, right now. Every moment of the day, I'm waking up to that truth. It's like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. We are those energetic bodies. We are energy. We don't just have an energetic body, we are that. This is what I want you to really embody unwaveringly as your truth, as though it's like your name. Your name can change. Your soul can leave this body and your name can change. But you, as the truth of who you are, as the divine, as the energy, as that light that streams right in, that stays with you in whatever way, shape, and form you take. This will allow you to really surrender the fears, the fear of dying, the fear of getting old, the fear of failing, the fear of going for it, whatever it is, the fear of love. If you have caught me earlier, I asked a question and I want you to really feel into this and share with me. What is it that you're not, well, what is it that you're afraid to feel? And some of my clients, if you're here on this thing, I believe that you have transcended that already. I believe that. And for the ones who are new, who are coming in January, prepare yourself because we're blasting off. We're blasting off. You're going to embody so much wisdom of the cosmos. And I'm blasting off. Like I said, I'm upping my game constantly. This is how I live. And one of the things that's coming up for me very strongly right now is that I embody wealth. I embody freedom. I embody ceremony. I am the woman who lives in ceremony. And therefore, I am the one who leads the way. And that means I know there is no such thing as scarcity. And I'm done with spiritual entrepreneurs and leaders thinking in scarcity mode. I'm done with that. The women who come in to work with me, they're done with that too. And they're ready to stretch. And I'm here to stretch you. I'm ready to stretch you. If you believe that this much is for you, I'm going to stretch you to believe this much is for you. Or this much. Let's go. Let's do this. So I just want to leave this here right now because this is going to be so fucking powerful. I am not going to sugarcoat anything. When you come into the Beyond the Veil Masterclass, we're going to go so far out. And I want to bring that far out aspect of you right in here. Right here so that you are expressed and embodied here. That presence is felt even when there are no words. And another thing that I just want to share is that when we kick off January, December is actually my birthday month. So there will be some exciting things coming up in the masterclass that I'm going to announce first to the people who have signed up, who chose to join me in the masterclass. And then that will be rolled out if there are still spaces, but that will be announced in the masterclass. In January, for my Chadao for the Multidimensional Woman 3-month mentorship, I want to take you into a place where you can learn the art of holding space, because I'm witnessing so much in the mentorship spaces, the coaching industry, all the spaces where we are leading others, that there needs to be a deep surrender to the divine, or what we call the alchemical energy. If we are controlling and forcing and we are using the logical analytical mind to think that, oh, this is what they need or this is what they need to our clients, we're not allowing the mystery to work its way through. In that mystery, it's exactly like what I said. In the darkness, in yin, yang arises, right? Yang as in higher consciousness, yang as in the sun, yang as in power, knowledge, things that are who we are in the conscious mind. We are not allowing that to arise fully. And so that's why there are so many times I see people going to a therapist and then they go back again because it doesn't last, because it's not embodied. So we want it to arise from yin. We don't just want to like push it on them and say, okay, that's done. And right? So many people born in December. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I mean, Please let me know if you're born in December. I would love to speak to you as well. I'm born on the 29th of December. So December is always a generous month. I always like to give back on my birthday month. And this is the masterclass that I'm giving back fully. You know, it's going to be packaged as a paid masterclass later on, but this is free to join right now. But that's right. So without yin, there is no yang. And ultimately, we want to transcend the yin yang reality. We want to get to oneness. In oneness, there is no yang or yin, it's just one. That's where we want to go. That's where you create incredible things, out of this world things, like things that are happening and that doesn't make any sense because we're collapsing time. We're walking towards it in the way that we are cultivating our stillness, our vortex of stillness. And the further we go, the more it comes towards us, and then we collapse. We cut off the illusion of separation and it comes through immediately. I'm witnessing this in myself, I'm witnessing this in my clients. It's all happening for you. So I just want to share this powerfully because I know that this is probably for some people, it's probably not for everyone. And I've already, to be very honest, like I've already fully embraced myself in a sense that the right people will come in, the ones who have to hear it will come in. You know, there is nothing standing in my way to share this truth that you are light, you are the light. And if you want to really be supported, to make use of the time that we're in, the light that is bombarding the planet right now, I'm here, fully here, hands on deck. And there's live mentorship as well in the VIP circle. You can join for 5 days. It's a very intensive space that we go into. But coming out of it, you know, you can always use that credit to go towards another mentorship space if you desire to be supported even more fully. And I do have a lot of choices. Like today in my stories, I shared that you're so welcome to DM me just to chat. If you have any spaces you want to come into, we can work things out like payment plans or pay in full if you desire, and allow yourself to really have that luxury. And when I say luxury, I mean truly giving yourself the support that you're meant to have. Too many women think that, I have to have a higher threshold for pain, and I have to do this alone, and let me find, you know, a way that is longer but free, you know? Like what I really want you to have is to understand that you are the sacred. And the sacred does not cut herself short. The sacred doesn't, you know, hold back. And this is the power I want you to feel into. This is the frequency that we're in right now. We are literally in the presence of the divine royalty. This is the frequency that of the light that's coming in, that's streaming into earth right now. And it is here to support our embodiment. But first, you gotta understand, embodiment of a higher state of consciousness does not come without going deep. Yeah, we can drive our way through, we can absolutely force our way through to open the third eye. This is what happens in plant medicine ceremonies that are not regulated, right? You can absolutely do that. But my interest is in deepening, full embodiment, the wildest, most incredible experience as a human. This is what I'm interested in. I want you to fully embody the knowing that the only thing that's real is love, and you are that love. All right, my loves, this is going to be full on. This is the prelude, more to come. I will be diving deep into this in the Beyond the Veil Masterclass. If you want to join us, you're very welcome to join us inside the link that I shared. Hi Becky, I'm seeing you here as well on the Instagram. And I would be so happy to see you live on Zoom if you wish to join me live. But there's also a replay if you can't make it. I know there are so many sisters all around the world at different time zones. The replay will be available inside my Facebook group, Vortex of Stillness, for a limited time. And after that, it will be packaged up to be a paid program in my vault of masterclasses. All right, beautiful ones, sending you deep love. I hope that you're all well. Please know that you're highly supported right now, whether just working with the light or with high level mentors. Make make sure you know that you deserve it. You've been worthy of it since day one. There's nothing that is amiss. Nothing has changed the fact that you are worthy. You're the queen. You're the empress. You are the one. Treat yourself like one now. All right, beautifuls. Big kisses, and I will see you very soon.